Hi, Taurus. Thank you for being patient with me. Past few days have been earth-shattering, just with everything that's going on in the world. Okay, I have a lot of notes, 2 huge pages, and it's color-coded. So let's get right into it. We're talking Taurus Sun and Taurus Rising today. So Taurus Sun, here is what the reading is based on for you. The fact that Mars is in Scorpio as of October 12th, Mercury is in Scorpio, and the Sun will be in Scorpio as of October 23rd. The title of your video is Don't Get Too Comfy. For Taurus Rising, this means that Mars is in your 7th house. Relationships, marriage, partnerships. Basically, you have the words, you have the charm, you have the wit, you have the timing, most importantly, to seduce, but more meaningful than that, to draw in that which is long-term good for you. And if you already are with someone, you're able to draw the best out of them with how well you communicate what you need and perhaps what you haven't been getting. There's no edge to your words. Everything is very bright and soft, and to the point where you're playing some seductive games, nothing harmful, nothing anyone can be upset about. They like it. They like that you're playing with them. Enjoy yourself when it comes to your romantic life. Enjoy the fact that you have the words to say. Now, when it comes to your friends, you may feel the exact opposite. So when it comes to your love life, you're like, okay, I have all the tools I need. Seduction is my forte right now. I'm good. Let's go. But when it comes to your friends, you find yourself a bit reticent. You find yourself pulling back. You find yourself quiet. And you may think to yourself, what's wrong with me? I know how to do this. I have so much to say. Why can't I get it out? Your shyness is not something to be insecure about. Your shyness comes from quality assurance, is the way I like to look at the way Taurus works and how slow Taurus is. You're not going to say something until you're absolutely sure about it. That's not something to be insecure about. That means that you can stand on what you say and other people can stand on what you say, more importantly. So that High Priestess card is saying, listen, when it comes to your friends or even at work, if you're feeling that shyness or that need to pull back and observe more than you engage, don't try to contort something natural to you into a negative. It's not negative. It's extremely positive. And late October, early November will show you exactly why. The less you talk, the more info you're going to get. Now, on October 22nd, love gets super serious and very practical. You want to make things official. You're ambitious about love. You're ambitious about your life. You want things not squared away, but, everything has a place and everything in its place, right? Everything has a home. And I think that you have a tendency to view life that way as well. So the ultimate ambition then for Taurus being, that settled, romantic environment where you have a loved one and you have, basically that picket fence, 2-car garage home. It's an ambitious way to look at love. You want to get there. You want to win at this game called romance. And your energy is very, very strong, albeit subtle. Your energy is very strong and intentional right now. 3 major arcana. And really, as the cards go, really good ones. Now, why? Simply, after a really long time, I think you know what you want. You've been afraid of what you wanted. You've doubted what you wanted. You've doubted yourself and perhaps your ability to get what you want. You've gone back and forth. It's been years. But now, you know what you want. So as of October 22nd, you're trying to really move ahead in a very adult, this Capricorn energy of the devil, really adult. You want things done on paper. So anyone that you're wooing, anyone that you're with right now that you feel like you want to make it official with, do it before the 22nd, please. And then the 22nd can be like the day you celebrate or the day you announce or, you know, cute stuff. Now, it's also a day to capitalize on if you're just into romance. You know, it's a day to throw rose petals in front of your door. It's a day to take a long hot bath and wear some bath oil that makes you smell amazing and makes you feel all glistening and golden. And, you know, there are different things that different people do to feel that love energy like take over them. You can seduce yourself is what I'm trying to say. And different things work for different people, but you know yourself or get to know yourself and figure out what gives you that feeling. Things that you can do by yourself that really create an overwhelming amount of this energy that then of course is going to draw in all sorts of sexy stuff, right? It's very sexy, very sexy. Okay, so the solar eclipse has passed for you, for us. And I don't really have any notes about the solar eclipse for you because the lunar eclipse is in your sign. And that's really where we want to focus. So what we're going to do now is we're going to focus. I don't know why you can hear this. I don't know why this all of a sudden is playing. I mean, we love Ryan Gosling and we love Drive, but we don't want to listen to it right now. So we're going to talk about the lunar eclipse, career and money. Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising. And then in the extended, we're going to talk about health and wellness, and we're going to have the talk, which is a new thing that we're doing also in the extended. So the extended is going to be like this, like we're just talking. And then there's a brief look at the cards, and then there's a talk. So in the talk, we're talking about connections. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle, and let's see what comes up post-solar eclipse before we get into this stuff about the lunar eclipse. Perfection. So solar eclipse energy for you is just really the opening of the door that then like it's like the first creak open of the door, and then by the lunar eclipse these doors swing open. You are entering a long period, inshallah, of stability, love, happiness, feeling supported. You know, there have been some bumps and bruises. There have been some really difficult moments, especially recently. But I think you can feel it as well, that things have shifted, and the solar eclipse was a big part of that. Things have shifted. Your love energy is off the charts. It's really beautiful. You deserve it. Okay, now, so what does the Ten of Cups say about that energy? It says, you know, revel in it. Let yourself enjoy this. Sit back into it. Relax into it. Soak it up. Like, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to fix. Just feel how good it feels to be contented and loved. And even if there's nobody on the horizon right now, that doesn't mean shit, because the way love works and the way attraction works, everything could change in an hour. Everything could change in a heartbeat. You just don't know. Another major arcana, the strong ones. You just don't know. What does she say? In Vanilla Sky, every passing moment is a chance to turn it all around. That's it. That's this. That's it. We're here. Lunar eclipse, every passing moment. Big conversations around the nature of your connections. If you are in an established connection and you feel like there is infidelity, this is a conversation that ends up coming up on the 28th around the lunar eclipse. It's in your sign. Okay? It's time to balance those scales. If you feel like somebody's cheating on you, if somebody feels like they're cheating on you, you're cheating on them, that's going to come up. There's also this like emotional infidelity thing that's going to come up. Like someone may ask you like, yeah, but do you really like that person? Like, am I enough for you? Do I fill these cups for you or no? And unlike all the other times where you may be able to just like, you know, like charm them away or distract them with something, food, sex, whatever, I feel like you want to tell the truth. I feel like you want to be like, no, you don't fill every cup. You fill 1 through 4, but you know, 5 through 8 is a little bit lacking. You know, you just feel like being honest, you know, and then of course inevitably the person's gonna be like, well, what about the ninth cup? The other thing you need to be honest about with people is what you're doing. Like, you have to stop apologizing and hiding the fact that you need so much time by yourself, that you need to be quiet, that you don't need to always be adding, you know, that you could be in a room full of people and you don't need to be talking. You need to own it enough that other people become comfortable with it. You got to be completely honest about what you're doing. It's time to balance these scales. You got to be honest about how you feel. You can't keep going in a relationship where you're not satisfied. You can't keep going in a relationship where you feel misused or abused. You can't keep going in a relationship where you feel like you're being taken advantage of or you're being financially abused. You can't do it. And at the lunar eclipse, somehow or other, this is pointed, you know, this is pointed out to you. This question is asked to you. And if you're honest, if you're really honest in your answer, I think things can change drastically for you at the lunar eclipse. But it's about being honest. You know, you've got to choose your direction right now. And the people that you are connected to are a big source of your connection, of your direction. They choose your direction. You choose them and they choose your collective direction. So you're being asked on several fronts, you know, where are you going? That's why the name of your videos, Don't Get Too Comfy. Where are you going? Because we need to get up and we need to go, but where? Which way? Because your friends want to go that way, your instincts want to go that way, you want to go that way, your ambitions want to go. Where are we going? The lunar eclipse is like, okay, this is the direction we want to go in. When everything is balanced out, this is the direction we want to go in. These eclipses, this eclipse season from the 14th till the 28th, this is the season of trying to redirect you when it comes to this energy. The Chariot, the Cancerian energy, this is your direction in life. This is your career. This is you finding a way between the white and the black, somewhere in between in this binary, somewhere non-local. What is the cosmic direction of your life? What is your fate? Which way are we barreling towards? Is it this way? Is it that way? Is it something in the middle? Movement. It's hard, especially when it comes to career and work. It's really difficult because they're trying to redirect you. So for example, that if you're working in a profession that you absolutely know for sure is not good for you and it's draining you and it doesn't fit with your belief system and you're just too afraid to let it go because you swear that nothing is going to catch you and you're not going to be able to make money otherwise, you have to realize that the price you're paying by compromising your integrity and your belief system is way more expensive than what you'd be losing out on. And until you can make that until you can come to that realization on your own and understand it and really, you know, absorb it and process it, things, you know, they're difficult. Because your redirection is so good. If you were to leave that thing that doesn't really agree with your principles to begin with, you would be redirected towards something that you could be proud of, something you could hold your head up about. But this is, you know, you got to go on faith that you'll get there. Okay. Now, when it comes to Taurus rising, and we're talking about, let's go back to the solar eclipse on the 14th, that's in your house of work, Taurus rising, which means that it's time to start something new. Which goes along with everything that we've been saying in terms of career and money. It's just time to do something new. The universe and these eclipses are trying to redirect you. Let them. And have faith. Have faith in the redirection. Okay? Now, all of this can culminate into a conflict at work, but whatever is happening, just you need to find a way to be okay with being uncomfortable and get your bread, get your money, and in the meantime, make a situation on the side where you can get out. You need to start working on an exit strategy while you're still making money. Okay? And you don't really want to say anything to anybody, but because it's like, you know, couched in money, but what's it doing to you? Like, no, for real though, what's it doing? It's not worth staying quiet for. It isn't. Now, in the extended, we're going to talk about being overwhelmed by your emotions and the long-term amazing stuff that's going on. We're going to talk about health and wellness and money. And we're going to have the talk about connections and older issues, especially older health issues. Okay, so that extended is available on Vimeo. It's available as a subscription on Patreon, but also you can just buy it as a digital product on Patreon, just as a video, and you click it and it starts playing. So those options are below in the info box for this video. There's also a link down there for personal readings if you would like to get a reading from me. And yeah, we're just going to be doing this in the extended instead of a look at the cards. It's just you and I. We continue to talk. I continue to pull cards. And then there's a brief look at the cards. Okay? Now, if I were to say anything before I go, I think things may happen right now that seem like judgment. But I think they're just misdirection. Okay? Good. I'll see you in the extended. Love you. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your extended. Okay, first, let's recap. As of the 22nd, love gets practical. And I think that's what this devil energy is about here. The practicality of contentment. Like, the things that make you really happy are lining themselves up to very easily come into your life, to very easily be attracted in by you. And you have the presence, right? You're enough in yourself and in the body and in the now that you can see it. And you're like, this is beautiful. Because it's not enough just to have something. You have to actually be appreciative of it. And you are. This Capricorn energy, and then the 10 of Cups right after, when we asked about the solar eclipse and the energy, the door that it opens for you. So the 10 of Cups door and then the Death card. So this is a total overhaul of your love energy in the most positive way. Bottom of the deck here is the 2 of Cups, and then we have that Mars card. So Mars moving into Scorpio is so good for you because it adds that extra edge to your words, to your energy. Like, it's just a little bit more sexual than you usually are. And that's all you need, because most of your sexuality is mainly sensuality. So this little edge that you get from Mars being in Scorpio, especially Taurus rising, 'cause it's across from you, it gives you like